All right, Weekend Warriors. We're back. It's the week 11 edition of the show. We've been talking about having a special guest here for a long time, and I reeled one in. Look who we have. Chris X
What's
below.
up?
What's up? How are you,
What's up,
buddy?
dude? Good, man. How's it going?
Great. We just both fought bedtime and we made it.
Struggle every night.
And glad to have you on. You're back. You're the first guest that has appeared on the show this year, so welcome.
And I don't think I was on last year either. So years go fast, but glad to be
All right.
back.
We're mixing it up.
There you
So
go.
everybody's been asking for a guest. Everybody gets to hear my perspective every week, but I want to set the table for you. You're the agitator. You won a few years ago and beat Chris T. That was great. That was kind of, your spark and moment in the league. Last year you started poorly and then you kind of picked yourself up off your haunches. You became the agitator. You got that persona and you battled back. You made the playoffs. You didn't win, but it was a historic comeback. And now this year, kind of similar. Bad start. You
Yeah.
missed the draft, which we were all a little upset about. We kept thinking you were kidding and we're going to walk in at some point. But this year, similar situation. We talked about it on the pod last week. Third in points, most points against. Give me a little just status quo on how you feel about the season. What's different from this season and last season, and how's the agitator feeling?
Yeah. I mean, last year I had a lot of fun with last year. Every day, every year, every week I was changing my name and it like was working, right? I don't even know the records, but I know I had like an epic run. But I think everyone in the league had fun with it. Um, this year, uh, maybe missing the draft is big, and I think I told you in the beginning that there's got to be some rules. You got to show up at the draft. If there was a rule, like I got to do something, or I lose my last pick, like I'd be there. So that's just something to table for next year. But yeah, I mean, life's busy, it's crazy. So I missed the draft, and maybe that impacted a lot of things because I think I remember like taking my kids out of the bath while I was doing this draft anyway. So my slippery fingers was I trying to hit this guy or that guy? I don't know. Yeah, but across the board, I'm doing awful this year. I mean, just like I have 5 leagues. Never, I always think like 5 leagues help because I always end up in the playoffs in two and then maybe win one. This year, I'm just like dead last in all of them. So my attention has started to shift to the teams that I think I have a good chance in, which including in this league. And I think you alluded to it last week. Like I have a lot of points in this league, like third most or whatever it was, and disappoint. You're getting schedule screwed over. What are you supposed to do? That I could vent to anybody. They're just like, yeah, that sucks. But I'm
Yeah,
the one that like faces that. But
yeah,
I do like my squad. I think I was, and early on, a couple weeks, I had Caleb and Fields, and Fields could always get you like 20 or 30 points. But I ended up like starting the wrong guy every single week, and it was so annoying, and I was just done with it. So I drafted or bid up for Dart. I know he got concussed last week, but I think that was a more solid permanent move there. And I still got Caleb, so I got to look at the matchups. But the first couple of losses of this season were like Fields would get me three, Caleb had 20 on the bench. Next week it was opposite, and that just killed me. I'm not a big fan of my running back situation. I know Junkins is the name is good, but he just hasn't been doing it to me at least. Like, I haven't seen like the big break. I have Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he's the best in the league, but I would like to have a little bit more of my second running back. And I've been, having the two Seattle guys, which is great, but they're both playing. So what are you supposed
yeah.
to do there? I love my receivers, and even like at the weird spots I don't consider. I know like people like you look at defense, kickers, and that's why you're probably always in the top. I should pay more attention to that, but I've been sticking with like Denver, they've been solid, and then Tampa's kicker, so that's been good. But
They've both been great, and Broncos
yeah,
have the most sacks in the league, so that's consistent.
yeah, that helped me last
Um,
week.
Stat for you. I read this. I don't know how true this is or what platform it's on or whatever, but it seemed like it was a good stat. It said 52% of fantasy players that drafted Jonathan Taylor are either in first or second. So you got that part figured out.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a beast.
he's a beast. 3 touchdowns in 5 separate games. So sounds like maybe some quarterback improvement, maybe running back to kind of Judkins is on a bad team, but he scores some points. Uh, but all the way around, third most in points. Like you're in it.
Yeah, you're in it. And this is like the weird time of the season where those names that you're not thinking of are like starting to win you leagues, like or weeks. Like I don't know. I got Troy Franklin. He's had some boom games, or this like Parker Washington type guy. Like if those are where you got to start being a little like sneaky and
Yeah.
starting random guys. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think I'm hoping to make the playoffs. I will make the playoffs. I'm not hoping. Like that's the agitators path with this moving forward. So
I
we're,
like that. And
we're
listen,
starting to move it, spread the sea here, move the standings to the side.
I like it. And maybe this moment here, well, you said last year you're having fun with it. Maybe this year we'll kind of get it back. This podcast, this special guest moment
Yeah,
will bring
spark
you
it up a
back.
little bit.
I want to just say five teams at the top, including myself, 6-4, which is just a lot of
Messy.
parity. And everyone's going to be playing each other here towards the end of the season. If you continue to win and can get a little, momentum, two wins, you're probably in the playoffs at that point.
Half the league's like
So
6-4. That's wild.
it's
Same record.
crazy. It's
So
crazy. So I guess two questions. Well, first I'll start with this question. Can my brother come in last for two consecutive seasons? Can that happen?
that would suck. I'd say, let me look at this team again. There's no like punishment to last place. Like,
Yeah,
other
you
than,
gotta pay. You gotta pay $40,
well, you
which I
like
know.
in terms of like you're affecting your team the following year. You get just,
Well, let's take this is a good time for you to tell the league. You mentioned that you're in some other leagues. Let's tell the league what your potential last place punishment is in your big league and what place you're currently in.
yeah, we've always raised the stakes recently in my big, like, it's my college league. It's like $300 buy-in almost. I actually won the past 2 years, so I was trying to three-peat this year. I think I got a little too cocky at the draft, but our stakes have been just getting higher and higher. And this year we have like the most bizarre, unique scenarios. The guy we went to college with is actually in prison for like 18 months or something. So we all said at the draft that, instead of, we have like a punishment wheel you spin and there's like all these crazy things. But this year, the loser is going to have to visit him and kind of interview him in prison. And right now, I'm sitting at 2-8, and I just can't like buy. I have like $13 fab left, and I'm just like scratching and
Oh man.
clawing. I'm like, dude, this is going to be bad karma for winning the past 2 years.
That
Um,
is worse than $40 and getting your name changed for sure. I hope you don't have to go to prison to interview this
yeah,
person. However, I also think it would be awesome if I could watch the video.
it's kind of an epic like fantasy punishment, but I don't know. The more I think about it, I don't want to get into details of what he did because it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I feel like if he could just be like a completely different person mentally, and then like see us making fun of him in this light, and then like I don't know, get out of prison. I'm watching too much like horror stuff on Netflix, but they come out and like want to kill you, or you know what I mean? Like,
Don't come in last, dude.
yeah.
Don't come in
The
last.
good thing is like there's another guy in 2-8 with me, and his team's awful, and I just need like one or two more wins. My team's pretty solid, but like
Yeah,
I'm 2-8. So what are you gonna do?
yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, I love that aside. Like fantasy football makes you do chaotic things. I've seen some crazy punishments. That might be the craziest one that I've heard in a while. So listen, agitator, the floor is yours for a second. Kind of get your feet under you. I think you wanted to maybe either go down the standings, talk about some teams really quick. I'll let you do your thing, and then I have a
Yeah.
couple more questions for you. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, you brought up Jake earlier, like back to back. Has anybody lost in this league back to back, or
I
start?
think Pearson did before he left us.
Oh, so that's
So maybe
the
Jake will
name
follow
change.
suit.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's the name change, and then they're out of here. So I don't know if
Right.
that's what is on Jake's mind right now, but
Could
I don't know.
be.
Jake's pretty.
Jake did tell me his football acumen will be questioned. Like he's gonna look internally and do some soul searching how he could come in last 2 years in a row. So we'll see.
His team's pretty ass. I'll have to give you that. I mean,
Yeah, it's not great.
Kamara's been screwing everybody. I think he'll stay in the basement just from our little rivalry. I have a rivalry with everybody in this league randomly for different reasons. But me and Jake, we have our own little unique relationship, so he can use that for fuel against me. But I think he'll keep him last. I do like the name you had him there. I got to give kudos to Brett and Chris. I'm a big Tim Robbins fan. I love everything he's been putting out recently. There's a new show on HBO I've been watching too. The guy cracks me up. But I know they're kind of going with that theme there. Brett, yeah, Brett's sitting in first. Got a shit ton of points, looks like. He's even up there in points against. I don't know, Brett's got this like mojo going. So he brought his girlfriend over your house. He's been like cheesing from ear to ear. I feel like at NFI, he's just like, coming in real super happy. This girlfriend might be his like lucky little like rabbit tail. He's just got a lucky charm at this point.
Yeah, he's on cloud nine, man. And happy Brett. You know he's smirking watching this right now. He took me down a couple weeks ago. He's in first, you know.
Yeah.
He's in his robe with his slippers on, watching this, smoking a cigar. So,
I'll 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 keep adding some coal to to that fire right there. So
all
I,
right.
I like Brett in first there. I feel like you're everyone's enemy in this league at this point. Just from maybe you doing this podcast, we want to see you lose. Just lose. I think it's coming. Your team's not as good. Last year you had a great team. I feel like you've been getting lucky, and we'll start seeing you sink down. I think I play you in a couple of weeks, so let's tee up that rivalry there.
My team is not nearly as good as it was last year. That is for sure.
Um, we got Booty, the mad scientist. He's got this like Cartoon Network picture. I'm the only one that is like against keeping ESPN, but I love the camaraderie. I love changing my names to some random things. I was so frustrated last year trying to make each character perfect so ESPN and Disney would accept my goddamn name, and I got rejected a million times last year. So the agitator was real last year. This year I don't have that spark, that fire,
Yeah.
but maybe I got to get it back. But I love my pitcher, and Booty does not like my pitcher, and it's pretty offensive to me that he doesn't like it, honestly. And this dates back like a decade ago when baseball had I think I had a ball set. I don't even know what my pitcher was, but that makes me happy when I put something up there to show the world what's happening, and then someone's against it. He even told the commissioner Jake to take my pitcher down where he wasn't paying for the league. I mean, if that's not one of the most like pussy moves, I'm not saying anything. But come on, Booty, like you gotta man up a little
I
bit.
think he was checking his team one day and the HR lady walked by his desk and he got some kind of like red card or something. They threw him out.
But I think Booty's got a solid team, but just like the Cartoon Networky feel to me, he's sinking in the standings too. You'll
All
see a
right.
theme here when I'm talking about everyone's team. It's the agitator. I can't like give anybody credit here but Brett at this time,
Okay.
just
Good for
because of the
Brett.
girlfriend, and
Got
that
it.
and
That
we're
makes
happy
sense.
for him.
Yes.
I do. I don't know if is against me with banned words or he's like cheering for me like with 4 words, but I feel like it's associated. It's just
You
like
got
a
a little rivalry with Ott going for sure.
yeah, I mean, my history with I mean, it's Thanksgiving dinner. It's
It's
his,
coming up.
yeah, it's where it started. Thanksgiving. It's his jokes he brings. It's just
Yeah.
the first couple times they were good, and it was just like the same thing. But then me and I also have like our great relationship where he's giving me hundreds of dollars from the Super Bowl for a block party. So
Remember that.
I love it.
Brett won in that too.
And then we got Dean, the London name. You sound like you're from London. London's been pretty good this year, I feel like. He's got Bijan. I got screwed last year with a lot of Atlanta guys. That hurt me last year. He's got Aaron Jones, who's been hurt a little bit. And then I've never met Terry. Terry, no disrespect. I just don't think your team's that good. I don't think Dean's team's any good. I don't think Ott's team's any good.
All right.
So
You missed Lawson. We gotta throw Lawson in there.
these nuts. Yeah. Great name. I like his name.
All right. All right.
A
So listen,
Chain, A Chain Gibbs. Yeah, I mean he's got the best running backs probably out
he's
there.
got a good team. He's got a good team. So you just did a quick perusing there. You just mentioned a lot of teams you got to pass or catch up. So I'm going to put you on the spot. It's week 11 we're heading into, right? In our week, you play one extra week. So the playoffs don't start till week 16.
16.
One good thing I like about our league, I've always said it. There's not 6 out of 10 teams or 6 out of 12 teams that make the playoffs. You got to play in the regular season and win to make the
More.
postseason and the playoffs. So there's 4 teams that are going to make it. I just want your prediction as of this minute. I know we're half messing around, half giving Brett a lot of credit. Um, but what 4 teams do you think are make it, and who do you think's going to win? Put you on the spot.
Uh, well, I'm going to be biased. Myself is going to be one of those 4 by the end of it. So you
Okay.
got 3 left. Brett's team's going to be up there for sure. So me, Brett. Looking at Lawson's team, his team outside his running backs, I'm not a big fan. I think you'll be in there. I hate to say it, but you got the something's up your ass with the lucky charm. You're always in there. You're always battling. You're picking up defenses for 2 weeks from now. I mean, you're the wheels are in motion for you for there. So I think you'll be up there. And then,
I like that. I just
bro,
want to
like,
be in the hunt, baby. Just give
yeah,
me a chance. You don't want to play me week 16.
yeah, exactly. And then let's see.
So me, you, and Brett +1. Lawson, did we
I
say
should have
maybe?
more, but this is how like unplugged I've been. I want to commit to Lawson. You know what? I'll give it back to Booty.
All right,
I like Booty's
Booty.
team.
Booty's been near and around the top. He's been one of the most active players in the league. He's been making trades.
Yeah,
I got to give him some credit, and he's got McCaffrey. That doesn't hurt.
doesn't hurt. Yeah.
So,
So I say Brett, you, and the two Chris's. Oh, we got three Chris's in the league now. Booty and Valone.
and who do you think's going to win it all?
I'd be a fool not to say myself. You got
I love
to
it.
you got to go. Come on, you
I
got to
love it.
scratch and crawl. You got to make the move. I'm shifting gears. I should be fully focused in this. This is my only league I'll pay attention to now.
You got that twinkle in your eye, dude.
We
You
still,
got
yeah. I
that.
needed this podcast to get me back, and thank you for doing that.
This is it though, because Thanksgiving comes and then Christmas comes, and you got all the games. You're trying to watch a Black Friday game. This is where winners and losers are made.
Yeah,
So it'll be interesting.
try to get my second championship here.
So I got to get two more things here, and this is maybe the most important thing. Everybody in the podcast knows we like to gamble. We got bets going right now. They're looking okay, maybe, but I got to throw something out there. College basketball season's back, and we all go and watch college basketball games together for March Madness. But that's like the Super Bowl. Like this is the regular season. Once college basketball starts, we bet it. This is how you learn which teams are good, which teams are bad. You started 10-1 out of your first 11 picks. Just an amazing, amazing start. You cooled off a little bit over the weekend. Still very, very great.
Yeah.
So with that, do you have some picks or plays for the league?
Yeah, it was an awesome start. I know we were texting the whole time through it. I just feel like it's so like who's watching college basketball right now? It's so a lot of people don't even know it's back.
Me and you, baby.
Yeah, that's right. There's money to be made, and if you saw some of the bets I had, at least they were a lot of unders. I feel like these kids are just there's new kids on the court. They're trying to figure it out, and a lot of the unders hit. I might have had like 5 of those bets be unders of the game. So that's one thing I really want to focus more on. I was trying to look at the slate tomorrow. There's no lines out for tomorrow because when this pod's released, can't give picks for tonight. But I saw Tennessee. I really like Tennessee tomorrow night.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the matchups for some of those games I went 10-1 on, and it's just like it's one team versus another team, and you can immediately just look at it and just say like, there's no way that second team's beating it. That's why I feel like with Tennessee, it was like San Jose State or something they're playing.
Especially in the beginning of the season, some of those teams tend to, really jump out early.
So I'm definitely taking that's going to be a heavy spread, I'm sure, when that comes out. So I'm definitely going to take the favorite on Tennessee. West Virginia is home against Pittsburgh, and that's always a big rivalry. They're both 3-0, so
Okay.
Scrappy. I don't know what's going on, but West Virginia basketball is awesome, and I think I like the home West Virginia. I would take the points at home West Virginia, and then I watched a lot of Michigan State the other night versus Arkansas, so they're playing tomorrow night too, and I would put my money on the points with Michigan State. So Tennessee,
Okay.
Michigan, 2 heavy favorites probably, and then West Virginia is probably coming in a small favorite.
I like it, dude. We're seeing the board early, and that's key. Everyone
Yeah.
jump on the picks, jump on the wagon. So segue, just to let everybody know, I'm not giving my fantasy predictions this week. I did go 4-1 last week. I'll send out a little blurb after the pod is released because it's Tuesday. I got to see what happens with waivers. I got to see what happens with questionable guys. I got to give myself some credit, but I will give my NFL picks, and I'm going to ask our special guest here. This is very important.
Yeah.
It could be 0-0 on the season with guest picks, so I'm going to hand it to him. But the Thursday Night King has been not great. I won three in a row. I lost last week in that stupid Denver game, which I hated.
Well, you got your
This
name
week,
back.
what's that?
You got your name back. How do you like my my position on your this Thursday night football
I
name? I
like
think
it.
it's perfect.
You made me earn it back,
Three
and
losses in a row.
but
It's
yeah,
pretty bad, right? You
and
lose
I
your
got
name.
yeah, it makes sense, and I got to win two in a row to reclaim it. So I won three, I lost one. I still have the king status. I don't. This is like maybe a chalky pick, but New England is minus 12 and a half at home against the Jets. The Jets somehow won two in a row.
Damn.
There's no way in hell I am betting on the Jets. Minus 12 and a half. Give me New England. They play good defense. The Fields threw for like 50 yards last week. Brees Hall had a 42-yard catch from like the backfield.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if he's going to be the quarterback. I don't care. I'm taking New
Taking-
England. Minus 12 and a half is my Thursday night
See,
pick.
that
So
seems Thursday night football like is the wackiest shit happens. That screams like backdoor cover to me.
it could. It could, but I'm laying the number. I thought when I always think, what do I think the line's going to be? And I thought, oh, the Jets are playing a little better. They have a decent defense. It'll be like 8.5. And then when I loaded it up, I saw 12 and a half. I was like, nah, everybody's going to take the points.
Yeah, I see 12 and a half right now.
So what do you like? Give me your pick.
That there's another 9:30 game. Where are they playing this one at? Like Japan or like
Who
Russia?
knows, dude? I can't stand this stuff. I try to get my errands done in the morning so I can watch football, and this throws me off, dude.
I don't hate sometimes the games on at 9:30. Like you got a little action to start your Sunday, but they're just awful games. I mean,
Plus,
this
you don't want to start out 0-1 on the day. I don't like that either.
yeah, that's true. Washington and Dolphins, I'm not touching that. That nobody can get a signal on that. I've been really good with over unders on NFL like recently, so I'm gonna try to stick with that. Last time I gave a pick, I think it was an over under game, and it lost 2 years ago, if I
Okay.
remember it. What popped out to me was Tampa and Buffalo, 48 and a half. I'm going to take the over that game. I just feel like, they're both good teams. They can be good teams. And every time I bet on like Tampa Bay over games, they're always hitting. And then, Buffalo can always blow out any score they need to. So
Yeah.
that to me, 48 and a half seems a little light.
Two good teams, two teams that, well, Buffalo needs to win. I guess Buccaneers lost last week too. So I don't hate that. I like that over. My other pick is going to be Kansas City minus 3.5 in Denver. J.K.
Right.
Dobbins is going to be on IR now. Bo Nix, I like him, but man, he is not
Yeah.
great. They won that Oakland game or
That's not
Vegas game,
great.
whatever. Chiefs coming off the bye. I think they exposed them. I think Denver loses by a
Yeah.
touchdown.
Yeah. Kansas City prepares well, like especially off a
Yeah.
bye. That's a
And
good pick.
Kansas City needs to win.
Yeah. True.
Their record isn't too strong either. So
I like
that's
that
my
pick.
two picks. We'll see what happens. But
New England, two favorites.
two favorites, but I'm not afraid to take a dog, as you know. But in this instance, I'm taking the favorite. So
I like it.
um, listen, we needed a fresh face on this podcast. We're both extremely busy. I appreciate you doing this. It makes it more fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you have any last words for? I don't even know who you're playing this week, dude. Do you have any last words for your potential opponent here in Week 11? Let's just double check who the heck you're playing. Let's see.
I guess I should know that too. Me and my boy Ott are playing this week
Ah,
on
woo,
a
spicy.
4-game win streak. I wish it was Thanksgiving week because my Thanksgiving joke means it was all made up. But I think it confuses Ott every time I bring it
Definitely confuses
But-
that.
up.
This is a huge matchup because he's a team that you're potentially trying to catch, and he's won four in a row. So if you can take him down,
Yeah.
you're what? You'd be tied with him, and also I'm sorry, no, he would have an extra win, but you have more points than him. So this could be a huge start
Yeah.
to your comeback.
I need the W's here if I have any room of or any way of climbing up the standings. My points are good. It's just I need the W's, and it has to start here. He's got
Yeah.
Dobbins in right now. You just said he went on IR or going on IR, and his bench is pretty weak. So like starting to see some of the pieces fall into place for me. Hopefully, you know, Eagles offense is just like I can't figure them out. Hurts is great. We love Hurts, but like last Monday Night Football was a unique game. in
Weird.
Detroit too. You know, you think it's going to be a blowout. I could see another like 10-7 game. Who the hell
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eagles defense been playing great too. So yeah, it starts here. I got Ott. Maybe I'll get high score a week. I'm coming off my second one this
You
week.
sure are.
That's great. And yeah, good luck, Ott.
All right. I appreciate you doing this, guys. The man, the myth, the legend, the agitator, Chris Malone. Thank you, guys. See ya.